Hello everyone, welcome back to Shadowtoys Photography. Today we'll be reviewing Nezuko Kamado, Demon version from Demon Slayer. And once again, Buzzmod did a really good job with this Nezuko figure. Now I know you may be thinking something looks a little off, and I kind of see it too. Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but her eyes seem a little bit too far apart with this head sculpt. I mean, first off, she looks fantastic. Just take her in for a moment there. Spin her around. Hair looks great. I love everything they did with this figure. And we'll take a closer look. Your eyes just seem, are they misprinted? They seem just a tad far apart. It's just this head sculpt. We'll go ahead and switch. I want to take her in there. A little bow. Her horn looks cool. I mean, the face sculpt itself looks excellent. Love the way it's painted. The eyes, if you can see the texture on her forehead there, like her veins are bulging. Her hair looks fantastic. Her tattoos, her chest. This is molded plastic. This is cloth goods. This is cloth goods. This is again molded plastic. She came with this off, but she looks good either way. I just put this on for accuracy, but yeah, she really, looks good with that. As a little, how she looks in there with her joints. Yeah, she looks a little long necked. We'll get into all her articulation and everything like that. Let's just take in, did a good job with the, I know it's not a tattoo, but her demon, her curse mark, demon marking. I have not read the manga. I'm just enjoying this one for the anime. I love the anime so much. It's just full of surprises. I hear it's perfect compared to the manga, so I have read mangas before in the show, and the show just gives me so much shock value and shock factor. Like, I can't predict anything that's going to happen in this show, so I'm enjoying it as a show. I don't think I'm going to read this one as manga. After I'm done with the show, I'll go back. But this isn't one like, other animes where, the manga's better. Or, I mean, the manga's always better. But, all right, enough going on and on. Let's go into her extra heads here. This one is my favorite. The crazy demon-looking one there. Let's pop that on. We'll cover everything now. Her hair, it's like her front of her hair and her face are like one piece. No, they're not, but it's like you kind of have to put them on as one. It's weird. And her hair, make sure her hair kind of sits behind her arms like that. Otherwise, you'll never be able to, and you can see in there, I'll show you'll never be able to kind of pop the face in. But it's like you gotta kind of get it over and around her hair. You got to get her ears in there, and there we go. It should be on. I was messing with it before and I had it on fine, and then I switched a few faces and then maybe it like popped off again. But anyways, so you can see, yes, this face looks a lot better, very proportionate. She looks sick, sadistic. Oh, I love it. It's so cool. Really cool. Again, taking that face hair crazy, like, oh, you're gonna die. Look, I won't switch all her faces, but we will go through them all. Here's her angry one. She comes with 4 total. So yelling, screaming, angry, however. Again, with the horn, just perfect. And this is, I mean, you got to be careful with it. Don't try and pull her face off by it when you're switching her faces, but it feels pretty good. It doesn't feel flimsy or cheap or it's gonna break or anything like that, not at all. And finally, the crying face. As you can see, the tears are like plastic, 3D. They're on there. They're not just painted on there. Those tears are real, real tears, so to speak. Yeah, great face sculpt, great faces. They did a really good job. We'll go through the hands real quick because she doesn't come with too much, but enough. Here's, I think, the open hands, kind of out of package. And it's interesting, you see how the way they're cut down there? Take note of that. Because it doesn't really hinder articulation. It's strange. Some of the hands they do, others they don't. I really can't explain it. I think that's two of the same here. Two open hand. Her demon nail polish. Looks really, really good. Girl, who did your nails? All right, moving on. Here's the kind of relaxed hands. I love how they have the claw tips right there so slightly. And finally, fists, and yet they're painted perfectly in there. Perfect paint job. Very cool. We'll get to our final accessory in a moment. I'll go through articulation here. So she can look down. She's got the joint in there. I don't know if it's, what is it, ball peg or whatever, but up there, as you saw, it's kind of has the hinge joint similar to the wrists. And the hair moves, but not too much. I'm always afraid to force things on Buzzmods, just any import in general, because you don't want it to snap and break. They're not cheap. But she does get, despite her hair, oops, I don't want to move her chest, but because that's cheating with the, let me move her hands up a little. So you can kind of see it swinging there. So despite her hair, I have to kind of hold it because it's not really holding. She can look up. Usually with females with this kind of hair, or characters with this kind of hair, they can't look up at all. So she does get an up. I mean, obviously she gets more down, but she does get the slightest of ups. It's acceptable. It's, for her hair, it's acceptable. Of course, she'll get tilt. Yeah, really brings out that sadistic look. I like that a lot. And of course, side to side, that hair will get in the way over the shoulders and stuff like that, but you position it well enough. And as you saw in the earlier, she's got the typical Buzzmod or Revoltech style joint in there, so it's not a true bicep or thigh cut, or no, biceps. I had it right the first time. Bicep, but you do get it in there because of the design. No butterfly, but again, I mean, she can go all the way over, like all the way, like hands crossed. That is excellent, excellent. These are single jointed, so it gets slightly past 90, only the slightest. And then see, so I said take note of the hand. So this hand, see the way it's cut? It does move. And it's just this hand. The other hand that she came with package moved a lot more. But then this one moves a lot better. But it's kind of cut the same way. Huh. Interesting. I may not have it on all the way, or maybe I have it on too tight. Yeah, it feels a little tight when I twist it. Maybe I have it on too tight. Oh, I should mention, there is no wire down here that I can feel, because it would kind of hinder the leg movement there. But however, there is one around the collar of her kimono, I guess you could say, cloak. I mean, it's kind of tore to shreds, but yeah, well, not really tore, but I guess it's supposed to be. But yeah, the wire's up here, and that's really it with the wire, but it doesn't really, I mean, get in the way of anything. Up in the, so her ab crunch, I'm sure she has just a ball joint in there, but she does get it on the upper, and then lower is slight. Upper, side to side, I could probably twist it more, I'm just nervous. And then lower gets a bit more of a twist. You see it turning in there. And then with both, if I'm not breaking her here, yeah, I might have done something, because now she's not going down too much. Oh, there we go. It's not a crazy ab crunch. Well, I'm kind of moving her legs there. Just move the top and the bottom. Yeah. Minimal, but it's there. And the legs kick out all the way. She does get a split, but careful, if you pull it too much, they will pop off. However, they will pop back in fairly easily. And she does have a thigh cut, a real thigh cut. And she does have movement up here as well. So that's also very excellent. I love that. And the legs, despite being, I guess that's technically single jointed, it gets really decent range. And the ankles, of course, or the, ankles. Yeah, I'm confusing my anatomy today. Gets all the range, and of course the toe hinge. And I'll do it on the boot as well, because technically they are different. So yeah, she moves fairly well. Fairly well. Again, for a Buzzmod, and I'm not trying to go crazy with it. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I really can't complain. Let me get into her last accessory here, and then we'll go on to size comparisons. Her last accessory, it's pretty simple. It's her blood demon effect. But as you can see, it comes in 2 pieces. It does feel good quality, similar to Tamashii Nations. I can't speak today. Tamashii Nations effect pieces. They do feel as good as, or even better quality than that. You know, maybe like they're more like their bigger statues, the big PVC ones. They're Figure Art Zero. That's it, Figure Art Zero. You know, the big characters or whatever, Naruto, Dragon Ball, whatever. It feels like that kind of quality plastic. Very good. However, it is flexible. Doesn't feel like, you know, it's sharp, but it's not hurting me to the point where, you know, I can't touch it. Give me a dent there, but soft, pliable. Let's see how it kind of, it is a little, am I not doing it right? There we go. I mean, the camera angle there, oops, kind of ruining the backdrop. But let me swing it around this way. Oh yeah, that's a little better. But you get the idea. Better angles. I'll take some photos with it. We'll see how they come out. Not too bad. Yeah, I like that. Yes, it was worth it. I do enjoy these Bud mods. I am enjoying Demon Slayer. We'll get to comparisons right now. Let's do Figure Arts Gohan. Well, this effect piece is kind of in the way. And then we'll go into other brands, and then we'll work our way into the other Buzzmods. And here's the Toys Alice. Let's take a third party and Figure Arts there. Let's bring in Marvel Legends She-Hulk. This is a female, and maybe some kind of demon. Oh, there she goes. Revealing another effect piece. Guess I should have put something back there. I thought she would stand. I gotta keep in mind, she is a little back heavy with that hair. There we go. And let's bring in a Nezuko, Mike Myers, Halloween. Just for scale purposes, maybe custom purposes. Here's another Marvel Legends Spiral with the 6 arms, customizers. If you want to turn her into a demon, should be perfect. And yeah, all right, let's go right into Buzzmod next. Let's get Mr. Myers out of here. And let's put in Tengen, the Pimp Hashira. Let's get Spiral out of there. Hopefully she stays. Eats a little gummy there. Let's bring in just a few, not too many. Daki, who's standing way too forward, so that's not gonna. Let's bring, because of her tail thing. Hold on, this is. Well, they do look good together. We're gonna have to bring him out, because Daki's tails, I call them, a little. All right, so you won't be able to see the feet, but let me get them even. And Daki is also wearing like ridiculous sandals there, but that's what she's wearing. So she still towers over Nezuko, but yeah, Nezuko looks like, yeah, she's not going to mess around. She's not going to take that line down. Very good. They look really good together. I'm just going to take a moment. Like, yeah, it's going to be some awesome shots. I can't wait to do some shots with that. I can't wait to see other people's shots with that. And let's bring in, of course, let's bring her back there, normal little Nezuko. And they don't really need to scale. I mean, Nezuko, she can change sizes, so I mean, does it matter? That is kind of crazy to scale, though. I like that. So it's definitely not just a reuse or redo of the figure. Buzzmod gave us some new parts, some new height. Here, let's kind of compare them a little bit. Oh yeah, her kimono thing is totally ripped up. The hair matches perfect. Oranges. Well, oh yeah, there we go. Her hair is a little bit glossy, but I guess that to show the effect, you know, that she's like powered up or using her blood demon form. The face is here. I know it's a sleepy face, but yeah, let's, oh my goodness, I'm knocking everything over. Hang on a sec, hang on, because I just got an idea. And Tanjiro just wants to take that lying down. Let's get, you know what, you're out of here, buddy. I don't want to get the crying face next to this face. Yeah, it's kind of a closed-eyed comparison. Let's keep going here. Move on. He's going along. The kimono in there. Yeah, that's crazy. Shoe, boot, sandal, whatever. I mean, is it reuse? Could be, probably. I mean, of all the parts to reuse, maybe her thigh. No, this one's taller, so. No, her thighs. Nezuko doesn't really. Yeah, she does have a thigh cut, and so does she. See, they just have the brown underwear and pants, I guess. Oh yeah, interesting. I like it. It's definitely different. It definitely, I'm saying that a lot, shows that she is transformed. And that's pretty sweet. You know, it's not just another different style hair or something like that, like for a Goku. You know what I mean? This is definitely, oh my goodness, I keep saying that. Sorry, that's the word of the day, folks. This is definitely the best figure. And I'm enjoying it. Well, that's, I guess that's it for comparisons. I could bring out a whole bunch of other stuff, but we'd be here all night. I'm enjoying this figure. Is it worth it? I would say yes if you're collecting the Buzzmod line. I mean, whether other companies are going to do it or not, this is an excellent demon form. I'm very happy, and I recommend it. So till next time.